I'd like to give a warm folk festival welcome to Lindi Ortega. How you doing?
Lovely.
Good. All the way from Nashville,
Yeah.
just for us.
Howdy, yeah.
And you played earlier on stage 2. How did it go?
I think it went well. I don't think I creeped too many people out, so I feel good about that.
Yeah. And how do audiences differ from here compared to back? Well, I was going to say back home in Nashville. Does Nashville feel like home?
Yeah, it's home right now. It's where I'm currently residing. I mean, I feel like audiences, it really more depends on sort of the venue than it does like the place in the world that I'm at, you know, because folk festival audiences typically are very similar all across the board.
Right.
But it's a little different than like a sit-down theater or a crazy wild bar gig. So it's all different and it's all the same.
Yeah.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And do you have to prepare differently for the shows?
Yeah, I sacrifice a couple goats before I go on stage, and then I dance around in a fire pit. And
is that
yeah.
for the festival or for the
just
show?
for festivals?
Yeah.
There's a little other rituals for other things.
Okay,
but
well, we won't go into them.
Yeah, it's
just
gross. It
now.
involves blood. We don't want to talk about it.
Okay, and you have an album at the minute, Tin Star.
I do.
How's that going for you?
I think it's going pretty great. I got to tour all over. I've been to the UK, I've been to Scandinavia, Europe, Canada, USA, and Australia with it. So to me, that's really exciting.
And how do you sort of take home with you, like when you're on tour? Do you have some things that help you to relax? And
what helps me relax? I like to have baths.
okay.
I like to have.
You got a tour bus with a bath then?
Oh God, no! I wish I had a tour bus with a bath. No, I've got a hotel. Sometimes, every once in a while, when I'm really lucky, I get a hotel with a bath, and then it's like a moment. You know, it's like a Zen bathtub Buddhist moment for me.
Cool. And you're originally from Toronto.
Yes.
How long did you sort of, work as a sort of up-and-coming artist there before you really kind of broke out and
Probably
started touring
like
around?
4 centuries of like really and then I became a vampire and now I'm a witch. So
Okay.
yeah, no, I was doing it for gosh, maybe 10 years. I guess a decade of cutting my teeth in the Toronto music scene. And then
Was the plan always to sort of make it further afield, or was there something nice about that smaller scene music?
I was just happy that anybody would care about what I was doing, and I always wanted to do what I love for a living, and now I am, and you know, it's a modest living, but I feel very accomplished in that, and anything beyond that is sort of icing on the cake for me. So I love cake, though. It's good. I'm hungry.
And you did the natural move to Nashville, where country music, I mean, it's the home of country music.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not super like part of that scene. I'm kind of like a black sheep, you know. Yeah, but I love Nashville. It's so there's so much music and so much great talent and inspiration, and it's great. So I'm so very grateful when I have time to spend there. I tour so much, so I don't get a whole lot of time, but when I do, it's awesome.
Cool. And have you got some time to be able to enjoy the rest of the festival this evening?
A little bit, maybe a tiny little bit. I'll go check out some music and maybe some of those stalls and get some feathers for my hair and stuff.
Yeah, it's not a bad festival to see, our 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
In case you didn't know, and Van Morrison a bit later.
50th.
There you
Cheers.
go.
That's why I got a Guinness to cheers that.
Cool. And
Yeah.
what's next for you then?
World domination.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is
I'm
that
gonna be
within
a
the week? or-
superhero. I'm gonna be a superhero, and then I'm gonna dominate the world.
Okay. And
Tomorrow,
obviously,
actually.
you need some powers. Then what is the power?
Oh.
And I know
gosh.
I know where the power comes from.
Yeah. From my boots.
The red boots.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. What's next for me is I'm gonna probably record a new record, and then do some more touring, and yeah, and more of that.
And so the writing, are you doing some writing for the new record at the moment?
Yeah.
And how does touring fit into that? Is it?
Sometimes I just get inspired by the things that I see in my travels, and then in songs will just sort of come out of the ether, and I don't know, I just write. I mean, I'm always touring, so if I stopped writing while I was touring, I would never make any music. So I have to make songs.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you just did a lovely performance for us. You entertained our ducks here at the lovely tranquil duck pond here. What song did you do for us?
I did a new song that I wrote called "Rid My Heart of You," and it's sort of this idea of somebody like in your heart as like a demon, and you have to exorcise them. You have to have an exorcism.
Cool, it sounded fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for talking to us, Lindi Ortega. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
I will.
Cool, cheers.
Party.